Hello. So, I woke up to something that made me just go, I see it so clearly now. And it's one of those things that has been kind of eating at me for a while, going back and forth with like, no. And it's seeing people clearly and the illusions being sucked away. And it just made me realize, no matter what you want to believe, doesn't mean it's the truth. You can find the good in people all day long and overlook the bad. I used to do that. I opened myself up to heartbreak and betrayal and self-loathing and regret and all these things because I was like, no, that's just me passing judgment. And in the end, when you have to use your discernment to recognize situations and people for what they are, that's not being judgmental. That is actually being protective of yourself, your spirit, your soul, your mind, your life. And we forget that it's okay to say, there are bad entities that actually enter into low vibrational individuals. And the more that you reach for the worldly possessions of life, the instant gratification, the lower vibrational portions of ourselves, where you're not feeding your spirit, you're feeding this vessel that's temporary, your ego, your mind, all these things that say, I have to matter. And the problem is, a lot of people, as they get older, they don't even consider the actions that they've taken, nor do they consider what it is they have desired. They don't see what they have fed into. It's those two lions within you, the ego and the spirit. What have you fed? What have you given into? So when it comes down to it, and you can actually see the reality of others, it can actually put a perspective on you for yourself to go, so what do I feed? What am I after in this life? And I know who I am as an individual. I know where I stand amongst my family. And I can also see when I have silent encouragers. Like if you can quietly tell me, you're doing a good job, but you can't openly say, oh, I support that person. That's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's somebody who they're more so the one that's in the kingdom to get information to take back to the other kingdom. And I'm speaking in light and dark at this time. That the story that came to mind was Cain and Abel, when I was having to process through all the information that I'm dealing with right now. And it was that the one that wanted, that's mine. I deserve it. They didn't righteously deserve it. They just wanted to take it because I should come first. I've dealt with more. I'm older, whatever it is. But it's the one that's willing to sacrifice the one that deserves it to say, see, I told you I was better. And it's a false sense of identity. It is somebody who says, I'm going to take it regardless. Those are people you have to be careful of. And when you get around certain people and your spirit feels a little like torn, or you feel drained, that's often a sign that you should not be entertaining those individuals. Or you get into a situation and you're in a group of people and all of a sudden you're like, I don't fit in here. I don't even see how I thought I did. But you can see things clearly. Don't try to put the rose-colored glasses back on. Don't try to tell yourself that, no, you're just overreacting. Or, oh, no, that's a bit of insecurity. And other people will tell you these things about yourself. So understand that your intuition is trying to guide you. When something feels off, it's off. When something feels right, you'll know because it's almost like being in a glass of champagne and it's like, oh, wow, great things are happening for me. And you'll start seeing blessings and miracles flow into your life that will get you back in alignment on the path in which you're supposed to be. Because the whole attempt for an outsider looking in that's waiting to take information that could disrupt your life or say, oh, now's the time to go. They're feeling weak and vulnerable. Let's go. The attack is on. When you can see that that is happening, you have to say, no matter who you are in my life, no matter what you mean to me, I have to separate myself from this situation because I now see that you are here for one reason, and that's to snuff out the last of the light. I will not let my lineage of light workers die out due to everyone else saying, I would rather have the materialistic abundance that the world has to offer me than to stand up and fight for what is right. Because I have a family that, not all of them, certain individuals that have worked hard to pass on love and light, and here I continue to do the same regardless if I stand alone. On that note, don't stand alone, and if you are, just know that you have spirit to help guide and protect you. You can keep up with the good fight, no matter who comes for you and no matter who you thought they were supposed to be in your life, because we don't choose. We often learn heartbreak and building ourselves back up from those that we trusted the most. So, sending you love and light. You got this. Keep going.